In this module, you will learn about the naming conventions used in the CAD and object standards. This includes what conventions are required and how they should be applied, and what the different fields mean in each of the naming conventions and where this information is derived from. There are 4 types of naming conventions. Files must be named using the BIM naming conventions that are set out in the Environment Agency's Employers' Information Requirements. This ensures that drawings, models, and all their associated files can be stored correctly within the Common Data Environment, CDE. The second is a naming convention for layers within CAD drawings. This will help consistency and familiarity to how drawings are structured. This naming convention is covered in greater detail within Training Module 2 CAD Layering. Object naming, which applies to the components that make up a drawing or model. This naming convention will help link objects within drawings and models, such as a bridge, to our asset management systems. And finally, a material naming convention that gives a consistent way of identifying materials within 3-dimensional models. This will enable automated processes such as quantity takeoffs and carbon assessments. The object naming convention is subdivided into 2 different categories, features and elements. Features are the overarching objects that make up an asset, such as an embankment or a bridge. Elements are the subcategory that makes up each feature, such as bridge abutment or pillar. Each category is named using 2 fields of information to help describe both features and elements within graphical models. Field 1 is the object type. This will be a combination of letters and numbers identified within the Environment Agency's Data Requirements Library, suffixed by a unique integer for the asset. Field 2 is used to differentiate when there are similar features or elements within one location. It is a human-readable or plain text version of the code taken as the asset subtype in the DRL, using the same suffix added to the object type. Let's take the example of how a bridge could be named within a project. The object type is taken as the asset subtype code from the DRL, in this case RB for bridge. This is combined with an integer treble01 to represent the first bridge in this model, which gives RB treble01 as a unique object type reference for this feature. Bridge 01 is assigned as a differentiator, providing a description in its human-readable or plain text form. A feature such as a bridge is made up of different parts or elements, such as abutments, deck, etc. The object naming convention specifies how features and elements should be named. In this example of a bridge, there are 2 abutments, which adopt the element code of ABT from the DRL. The first abutment element takes treble01 as the integer, and the second abutment takes on the next integer, treble02. As the other elements span and channel bed have only one instance in the diagram, they use the suffix treble01. The materials naming convention also contains 2 fields: material, which relates to the type of material used in the model, and differentiator, which further defines the type of material used. These can be found in the Data Requirements Library. Examples of material used could be concrete, metal, plastic, and so on. These would be further defined for specific materials such as in situ C3240 concrete, steel grade S275, and polyvinyl chloride plastic. In this module, you have learnt what naming conventions are used in the CAD and object standards and how they should be applied, and what the different fields mean in each of the naming conventions and where this information is derived from.